Hey guys, what's up? This was a story that I wrote 5 years ago. I always told myself that when I was ready, I was going to elaborate it into something much longer. When I first came up with this idea, it was supposed to be Victorian, old fashioned wigs with big dresses, carriages, and horses, and even Old English. But instead, I decided to go into another direction. I kept the same storyline, just the imagery and the time. Also, the culture has changed. I chose to put a lot of my Cuban roots into this and chose to make the story Spanglish. I'm really pleased with the results I made. Well, here it is. Ana y las Tres, episode 16. Marisol, part 1. So the next 3 episodes that I'll be writing are all from the daughters' perspectives. It's 11 years later and they're all 16 now. This one is from Marisol's point of view. This whole episode takes place in her bedroom, an hour before the burial of Vanessa's sister. Marisol is sitting on her desk, lamp on, looking back at her sketches of dresses that she's made. For me, it was so important to have each daughter have a talent. With Daniela, it's ballet. With Valentina, it's cooking. And Marisol has this passion for designing clothes. We know that Anna had the same passion. So this episode, we don't know if it's her actually being cruel, like her character is, or is she coming from a place of worry, because she was down that road too. But of course, Anna lies to Marisol in this episode in between the talk and tells her she did attempt to go back to college, but got so discouraged with the competition since fashion changed so much. I wanted the whole episode to be in Marisol's room. I felt like it was so much more personal for each character. Anna reminds Marisol that she has to get ready for the burial, while she quickly puts her sketchbook in the drawer of her desk. Marisol is afraid of her mother finding out what her dream is. She sees the way Anna is with Daniela, and she heard the story about Valentina in the mall with a modeling gig. Also, there's a part where Anna figures out those clothes that Valentina bought weren't given to her sisters. That's what were in the bags, the heels and the dresses on the floor. Marisol covered for Valentina, saying that they didn't fit her, but of course, Anna knows better. Marisol tells her mother that she's going to go take a shower and get ready. Anna says, before you do that, walking into the room with something in her hands, I want to show you something. I think this will be very helpful to you in your future. Like I said, I think that out of all the daughters, Anna sees her in Marisol the most. Well, who she used to be when she was a little girl, so disciplined, even with her dream, working hard because of all the ideas she creates. She envisions it all in her mind in the way she handles certain things. But Anna has come to do what she normally does, destroy that vision. So Anna shows Marisol the book. At first, she thinks it's an album. Another reason why she thinks this is because Marisol and the other daughters don't know anything about their mother's past. And that's obvious because Anna has been covering it all up. The most intense scene to me was when Anna explained to Marisol what her dream was, which wasn't a cleaning up business like her mother wanted. I was just like you. I wanted to go to Paris. I wanted to go to Venice. I wanted to go to Rome, go to all the fashion events and shows and have my own line. That was my dream too, mijita. Marisol flipped through her mother's pages, looking at all of them, even telling her she attempted to make the dresses. Marisol says, how come you never told us this? Well, Anna gives her a very reasonable answer. Because you should know me. I don't like talking about failure. When Marisol asked Anna if Vanessa told her, she meant about her having this passion. Now, if you remember back to the episode when Vanessa tried to help the girls, Anna told her that she will tell her how to raise her daughters. Vanessa wants the best for these girls, especially since it was her who really raised them. But since this is her job, she's caught in between two roads. One, doing the right thing, and two, listening to how Anna wants to raise these girls, which isn't exactly making any of them happy. Marisol says, so you tried, while Anna says, I did. But there's a lot of competition, honey. Not only that, but you have to have very thick skin, because if you just get one thing off, they will eat you up alive. Anna is basically trying to do everything she can to discourage her daughter to no longer have this dream of being a fashion designer and pushing her to marry a rich man for her future. Marisol doesn't think that this is fair, especially since Anna has more hope for Daniela to make her dream come true as a ballerina. But Anna reassures her with what she really thinks when she says two very different things. Besides, Daniela works her ass off. And look, the dean of the academy said she only has potential, meaning she's not there yet. And who knows, maybe she'll never get there. She's lucky she has Ryan to fall back on. When Anna walks out of the room and tells Marisol that Vanessa and her sisters will be waiting downstairs for her, she leaves her with silence, and she has all these thoughts. She goes into her drawer, pulls out her book of sketches, and rips them all up, thinking back to what her mom says. Maybe she's right. Maybe I have to focus myself on finding a wealthy husband. So, stay tuned for the next episode.